Well, the amount of debt Americans have on credit cards is close to $1 trillion. It's a problem that affects nearly every household. One financial expert says the way to solve this problem is the same way we solve every major problem, by fasting.
There's fasting from food for spiritual or health reasons, but a financial fast? Money expert and Washington Post columnist Michelle Singletary says you can be on your way to financial fitness and debt-free living in 21 days with her field-tested challenge.
Well, it's a great book, The Power to Prosper, 21 Days to Financial Freedom. Please welcome back to the 700 Club the author of this book, 21 Days to Financial Freedom, Michelle Singletary. Michelle, it's so good to see you.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here.
It is a tremendous book. It touches a lot of problems right down where the rubber meets the road. You're talking about how people react. What is this 21-day financial fast?
Well, essentially for 21 days, you stop consuming. So you can't buy anything that is not a necessity. No eating out, no going to the movies, not getting your hair done.
Okay. and you not buying color television sets.
And no color television sets, especially not telling your wife about it.
Right.
You can't use credit cards, and you can't use debit cards.
Okay. What does this do for you after 21 days?
Well, essentially, it shuts down your tendency to just consume. We spend so much time consuming. People spend more time in the shopping mall with their children than they do reading the Bible or going to church or community events. Yeah. And so what I want to do is say, stop it. Just stop shopping. Stop using that plastic. You know, stop relying on debit cards to do all the things that we say we want. Okay. And so what I want to try to do is turn you around and put your money where you say your values are.
Is shopping like an addiction? Is it like drugs?
It is. It is. You know what I call the mall?
What's that?
The den of iniquity.
The den of iniquity?
Yes.
The mall?
The mall.
All right. Why?
Because when you go in there, there's all these bells and whistles and things to get you to spend money you don't have, to impress people who you don't even like. I'm a very cheap person. I can't go to the mall and not spend. So I tell people they're mere mortals. They can't do it either.
Well, it's not just the mall. It's television, everything. It's
right.
to talk you into going in credit. I mean,
right.
you know, Visa, it's the card you want to use when you're there and so on.
It says, you know, Visas for your life and MasterCard, you know, whatever you want, you desire, you can get it on plastic. And that has gotten so many people in trouble. And a lot of people haven't been able to weather this recession because of debt. And because they have so much debt, when they lose their job, they've got, you know, the regular expenses and then the credit card debt. And I'm talking about all debt because, you know, there's this theory that there's such a thing as good debt. There is no such thing as good debt. There's only debt. There's not a positive scripture in the Bible about debt.
You started the book saying God wants you to prosper.
That's right.
Tell us about that.
You know, when you hear that, people sort of think, you know, well, money is evil. What I want to say is that God wants you to prosper for a purpose. Okay. He wants you to prosper so that you can get yourself out of financial bondage, so that you can help your family, your community, and create a different financial legacy for yourself. I mean, there are people who can't send their kids to college because they're in credit card debt. There are people who can't give. There are people who can't tithe, and yet they have cable, and they're going shopping all the time. And so what I'm trying to do is to say, God wants you to prosper so that you can help his kingdom and help your family. 5
steps to a financial fast.
That's right. You got to get a journal, because I believe in journaling. Okay. It's like you got to review. And every day of the book, I take you through a different financial philosophy: debt, credit, saving, tithing. Okay. And then you get a highlighter so you can highlight the scriptures. You got to get an accountability partner. You have to do this fast with someone because it makes it a lot easier.
Okay.
And then I have something called the pay regimen. You're going to pray first. You're going to act on the things that every single day in the book, I give you a challenge. And then you're going to yield to God, because this is not going to work unless you know that it's not about you. It's about God.
You have some success stories?
I do. One woman got out of $100,000 in debt.
Come on.
I'm not kidding you. She started with the fast. She didn't get out of it in 21 days.
Yeah, sure.
But it put her on the road to prosperity. I've had single mothers who have never been able to get by, just, you know, paycheck to paycheck, who have gotten out of debt. One single mother, she just testified over the Christmas break that she got out of $10,000 in credit card debt in a year and a half. I mean, marriages have literally been saved because we're spending so much and separated.
Were these people earning a lot of money when they did that? Or
You know, the single mother was not earning a lot of money. She wasn't earning six figures, and so she was just getting by. But because this fast helps you stop shopping, helps you focus on what's really important, she was able to put some of that extra money, because you know that everybody has some extra money in their budget, to pay down her debt.
Michelle, this is terrific. And ladies and gentlemen, this book is available where? In books?
And you can go to Amazon.com, in all the major bookstores, Borders, Barnes & Noble, Christian bookstores. A lot of churches have it in their bookstores.
Power to Prosper. You really need this. This is a good book. And Michelle, thanks for being with us.
Oh, thank you
May God
so much.
bless you.